Welcome to the Rounds of Life podcast, where every round's a different challenge, and we're just trying to make it to the bell. I'm Caden Nellis.
And I'm Milton Leva de Carmen from Cage Fights to Real Fights. We're breaking down MMA, the madness of the world, and everything else that life throws at us.
No rules, no judges, just raw talk. Let's tap in. All right, y'all. So, welcome back to the Rounds of Life. This is now episode 7. UFC 316 breakdown and predictions. If you're hyped for this card, like we are, you're in the right place. We're going deep into the main card, matchup styles, and who we think will walk away with the W from the top of the card to the bottom of the card.
Yep. And whether you're throwing belts, repping your favorite fighter, or just love the good war inside the cage, we've got you. UFC 316 is shaping up to be a straight banger, and we're breaking it down fight by fight for you guys,
All right.
and pick by pick.
So,
First impressions of the card. Let's see. My first impressions of the card. I'm not gonna lie. We're at first a little lackluster. Um, I saw Sean O'Malley versus Merab for a rematch. I'm not sure how exactly I felt about it originally. But I've just come to terms to accept that the fight would just happen anyway, and it's just a good, you know. I was always interested to see how O'Malley would fight at a championship level without his vices. Um, he, I heard bedtime MMA say this, but um, something about Sean O'Malley quitting gooning or something like that. Also quitting weed. So I don't know. Maybe a more dialed in Sean O'Malley. I've always wanted to see a championship dialed in Sean O'Malley. I'm not sure if there would be a big difference, but psychologically, a lot of things could change, and maybe that would just be his big boost. What are your first impressions of the card?
first off, going back to like the gooning thing for Sean O'Malley and like the other shit he's been talking about. Do you know like why he's been doing that? Did you see his
Well,
recent
his
podcast with the Nut Boys?
why he does like serum retention?
So like how he like why he stopped smoking weed, why he stopped gooning, why he stopped going on social medias, like why why he stopped doing all that stuff. He was
No, I don't know why.
he was talking on the Full Send podcast with the Nut Boys, and he said Christmas time. It was on Christmas time with his boys like Tim and a couple of the dudes. They took some shrooms,
Oh shit.
and he said it just kind of gave him like the dial in that he need and like the set of like realization. Which is crazy. He said he took like around like a point 0.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was his first time too.
Wow. So maybe perhaps it will be a different O'Malley. Shrooms is a psychedelic, and it could impact you so deeply psychologically. So maybe her.
Izzy took it for the second fight going into Pereira, the rematch.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, no, there could be a thing to that then. Who knows? Maybe we'll see.
You never know. But
Have you peeped? Sean O'Malley's been wearing wrestling shoes in practice. Like, has he
yeah,
ever done that? I don't.
he's low key done that. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, but he's been wearing it more. I think
Yeah. But
maybe that says something.
my first full impression of the card, honestly, this is where the summer bangers begin.
Hmm.
Begins with this card right here. The banger, like from top to bottom. It genuinely is. I'm excited for it. Got a
What
lot
fights
of
do we have here?
you got a lot of big names on it, but what I like about this card, you also got a lot of like young and upcoming scrappers. But like they're for example, like you had Vaughn at flyweight versus Silva. I think Vaughn's like I believe he's only like 23 years old, 23 or 24. He's very young.
Mm-hmm.
Pyfer. I remember,
Joe Pyfer.
I remember Joe Pyfer just because he's the hardest hitting dude in the UFC. I don't know if you know that, but they did like a test and shit, and he hits harder than Pereira and Francis Ngannou.
I did peep that.
That's crazy.
I did peep that.
He's a middleweight.
Where does Joe Pyfer land in the rankings?
Oh,
He's fighting Gastelum.
Yeah, but Gastelum
doesn't he go crazy about about Mexicans? Joe Pyfer.
Does he?
I heard that he does. He just kind of goes like full I hate the fucking food here. This just sucks. I don't know. So some shit like that. I don't know. It's funny to watch though. It's like it fuels his hatred. Fuels his combat. Gaslam's on the wrong end here.
Some like fights that are really sticking out to me. Obviously, the main event, the co-main, you got Merab versus O'Malley, the rematch. Then Peña versus Harrison. This is the one chick fight that I've really been wanting to see for a minute now, because Peña's a dog, like she's a scrapper, and then Kayla Harrison's like, dude, she's been about it so far. So far, what she's been speaking into existence, and I'm excited for this fight to see where it's at, because I know both these women are finna scrap. We talked about the Gastelum Pyfer fight. I want to talk about Bautista versus Patchy Mix. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Patchy Mix is out of Western New York MMA, which is in Buffalo, New York. For the longest time, he was in Bellator, 10-time world champ in Bellator. Finally making his UFC debut. Long overdue. And to be honest with you, dude, that's gonna shake the whole bantamweight division up. Him being there now, bantamweight.
Think Patty Mix?
Dude, Patchy Mix, 10-time Bellator champ. I don't remember the last time this kid's lost. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, he's nasty. He's more of a grappler. If he has any holes, it'll be on his feet.
Striking.
Yeah, but his grappling's nasty. His jiu-jitsu's nasty. I'm excited to see what he can do in that division. I think Bautista's honestly a good matchup too, because like Bautista's that striker who I think could bring the fight out of him. I think it's a perfect debut fight for him. Next,
what's your pick for that?
I got Patchy. I gotta go with my boy Patchy. Gotta go root for the hometown kid, you know.
Yeah.
But for the first fight of the main card, you have Vincent Luque and Kevin Holland, and this is at welterweight. I feel like Kevin Holland needs to pick the division by now. He'd be bouncing back and forth like crazy.
Middleweight and welterweight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Vicente Luque?
Yeah, it's a tough fight for him. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Vicente Luque got it, bro.
Yeah, his BJJ is really good.
Yeah.
But I always like watching Kevin Holland fight, to be honest. It's always an entertaining fight, low key.
Yeah, it's like it's playful whenever Holland fights. With Luque, like there's always a sense of like honor with Luque, I feel. He's like I don't know. It's cool to see him fight because he kind of reminds me of like Yuri a little bit. I would put him in the same like realm as Yuri. Mindset wise, like I don't know, their honor. What's the second fight on this?
That's all the main card.
That's all the main card.
Yeah. Which fights are must watch to you?
Well,
the whole main card.
The whole main card is it's a must watch. I'm not sure entirely about the Joe Pyfer versus Gastelum fight. I know Joe Pyfer would probably run through this. Entertainment wise, I think it'll be just a highlight reel for Joe Pyfer. So I think that would be a pretty like fun thing to watch.
Can't count Gastelum out like that though. He's not really been put down. You know what I mean? He always
Yeah, you're right. He only sits on his ass.
He always stays on his shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Gastelum is a hard dude to put down. He's like a fucking like he's like a brick wall, bro. He definitely tests your like limits and patience for sure. But who knows? I'm not sure. I haven't seen Gastelum be all that like hungry for comp in like recent time.
That is true.
And Joe Pyfer is always like on timing.
Yeah.
And I think Gaslam's just gonna get caught. But another must watch for sure. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. I don't know what all the hate around Mario Bautista is because I keep hearing like a lot of
I think it was
people
his
dog.
last performance against Aldo. I don't know if you've seen it.
Nah, I haven't.
It was just a lot of clinching, hugging, low key.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is MMA. I don't know. I hate when people like complain about, oh, he's just hugging, he's just wrestling. It's mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Yeah. Nah, I've always loved like. I never call it boring with MMA and shit because there's always something interesting like to it. I can see to the casual audience like why it is like why they hold that. I guess like UFC is like supposed to be entertaining. It's like high promotion, but at the same time it's fighting. Like you can easily be made a fan of the technique, like as in the fights we had with Mavsar Evloev and Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo, what the fuck is wrong with me? Aljamain Sterling. But
Aljamain Poop Stain Sterling. No, I was kidding. That's what Sean O'Malley be calling him, bro. He be disrespecting no. He be disrespecting no Jones.
He has the middle school ass like insult poop stain.
It's low key like. Like out of everything, you called him a poop stain, bro. Like, tell me that's not racially motivated.
Nigga said you nothing but the shit that comes out of my ass.
Did you see that Izzy been working with O'Malley and shit? How you seen that or no?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
I think I sent you that once.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Did a couple podcasts too.
I think a different O'Malley really would come. I think a lot of people are downplaying what O'Malley is going to be capable of now.
Me too. I think Merab is himself.
Yeah, I think so too. I like Merab. Like, I understand why he fucking belittled Sean OD. He was able to kiss him during the last fight they had, really kissing his back. It's humiliating. But I think O'Malley got this, bro. Low key, like I feel something for O'Malley right now.
I'm feeling something.
Pause.
Too. Like, and I wasn't. If you would have asked me this like low key a week ago, I'd have been like Merab. But just as of recently, something's like flipped the switch for me.
always around the fight. It always feels like something's happening. Like you can almost feel the pick.
Yeah. Low key, like the same way I felt like JDM. I felt like something was in the air that night. I felt like something was in the air.
When you kept mentioning it, I was just like, damn, look, this nigga might be right. And it really was a war, bro. Like something deep down, like I expected something like this, but I didn't expect it to be such a fucking war, bro. It was crazy. I loved it.
I just remember watching JDM's last fight against Gilbert Burns, and he broke his arm against him, and still kept going. Almost got knocked out, but then just knocks Gilbert Burns out. Seconds later, I was like, damn, you really gonna have to put this nigga down. Like when I seen that, I was like, damn, bro. Like that against Gilbert Burns was fucking like cold.
Oh, I love watching JDM fight, bro.
Same.
He's such a dog.
Him
His pocket boxing low key reminds me a little bit of Nick Diaz.
I see it.
Like the volume, the street volume.
Him and Islam's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited.
Yeah, it
for
really will be.
Low key, I'm more excited for Islam and JDM compared to Poirier and Oliveira, honestly.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck. Like we there's so many unanswered questions with Ilya and Oliveira. I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning towards Oliveira on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Oliveira just has way too much of a weight advantage right now. You still going with Ilya?
Yeah, bro, by knockout. Charles gets
You,
knocked down every first round, bro. He's not eating.
he does.
He's not eating on an Ilya shot. He's not.
But I feel like he's gotten super patient though. Like with his shot selection.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I truly don't think so. I even think low key. I think this would be a fight that Ilya would want to prove his ground and low key choke Charles out.
Yeah. This would make a point with this one.
Yeah. Cause I know he's got good grappling. I mean, he choked Bryce Mitchell. Did you see that? Have you been seeing that Twister video of Bryce Mitchell?
Yeah.
Dude's crazy smart. Crazy smart.
Yeah.
Even though at times he don't be like, Nah, I fuck with Bryce Mitchell.
No, yeah. Bryce Mitchell's he really is a kind soul, bro. He's a good man.
Yeah.
He just be wilding out sometimes.
What do you think about O'Malley's takedown defense leading up to his fight? And before you go on, I don't know if you know his last fight. It was a labrum. He was talking about torn labrum.
Labrum, yeah.
Yeah, and he had to get a surgery. How much do you think that played a role in it as well? And do you think he'll be a lot better this time around?
In his last fight, a labrum tour.
Going up to the fight night, not in the fight it happened, but like during the camp.
Yes, I think that played a huge role. I'm not gonna lie. The labrum is one of them muscles that like you kind of just need to protect like at all times almost. Same thing with your rotator cuff because it's super important.
Wait,
when
is
the labrum
shoulder or is it leg?
Like
Cause
shoulder. Oh wait, there's two labrums.
His was his hip. His was his hip.
Okay, his hip. Okay, yeah, I forget the labrums kind of in your joints, but yeah, bro. The labrum is super important to like keep strong. Like without it, it feels like your support beam is gone. Like that shit's ass. He worked through it for sure. Like I mean, nigga fought, but tearing it, I feel his pain. So I feel like it definitely did have it definitely contributed. But if he's taking care of it by now, I don't think it's too much of a factor. If it plays out the way it did last time, then we'll know for sure. But yeah, I think it just inhibited him a little bit. But going back on the takedown defense, I think he does have some takedown defense, bro. And I feel like he's been working on it a lot recently. Not just like his striking and shit with Izzy, but like I don't know. I feel like the wrestling shoes is kind of there as like a I feel like it's telling us something. It's just this dude's been working on his grappling a lot. Yeah, I think so.
Like that. Yeah. All right. I thought you.
While showing a striking video.
I I thought maybe you were looking like from like an injury standpoint. But
No.
nah, like I get what you're talking about. Cause I was also I just watched the O'Malley and Mighty Mouse podcast, and uh Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson was rolling with Sean O'Malley, and I guess Sean O'Malley called him 2 times with a Darce. And he says that Mighty Mouse says that he was surprised because like he was very like offensive when he came to the grappling, and he was expecting him to be defensive, but like they was talking about it and how it's like I think so too. It's very good for him to be looking offensive wise. No matter like all around this fight, he should be looking offensive wise. And like I
Yeah.
know O'Malley can grapple. He's got a good coach. He's got a good team. I know he can grapple.
Hmm.
I want to see it. I really do.
Me too. I really do think O'Malley's gonna come out different, bro. For sure, bro. So something dialed in O'Malley, different O'Malley today. That day. Merab's pressure and pace, though, when it comes down to fighting, it's always fucking crazy. Have you seen his like resting heartbeat? Like his hit like is constantly up, like just by a few.
Dude,
It's like he's always on fight mode.
he's got the most insane cardio. Genuinely.
He does. It's like he has a third lung, second heart. But
Low-key
I
think
feel
he's,
like there'll be some holes.
from Merab.
Yeah, if O'Malley pressures back and shit, and like his footwork is gets even crazier to like cut Merab off, because Merab was able to like circle back and cut O'Malley off a few times in the first fight, but if O'Malley sharpens up his footwork and is able to catch him, anticipate like the cutoffs, I think O'Malley can pressure him back. That can overwhelm Merab. Because at times Merab, I feel like he does get a little overwhelmed at times. He's always on constant like he has to bring up the pressure constantly. You know what I mean? Like as much as he is used to it, giving some sort of resistance to what he's used to is probably just gonna give him, you know, working up a little different.
I can see that. You think Merab's finally getting his moment, or do you just think the hype around O'Malley and the Sugar Show is gonna be too much?
You mean like in the atmosphere?
Tight shit. Yeah.
I think Merab works off of the hate or the crowd cheering against him. I feel like he's. I think he gets off on it a little bit.
I don't know though. If you watch the last fight, the Umar fight, he was feeding into it. Like he was trying to get the route going. He was like doing all that. The fans were hooting and hollering.
Mm-hmm.
And
It could, yeah.
And at the same time, like the last time they fought wasn't in an arena. It was in the freaking Spear. And I know that shit don't echo like a fucking arena.
For sure doesn't.
You know what I mean? And this fight's in New Jersey, on the East Coast. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's also where fucking Merab trains, like in New York. But like, when Sugar had his fight in Boston, bro, like he has a lot of Northeast fans. He's got a lot of fans in general, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like anytime there's an arena fight of Sugar Show, that shit's gonna sell out. It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different.
I think when O'Malley clips him, that shit'll get him. Like, tags him. Like, tags him up a few times. Not clip him, like, entirely. Maybe. But stun him. When he catches him, I feel like the Sugar Show commences. It regains traction.
Sugar Show. I'm excited for it.
Same.
But at the same time, I also feel that Merab is getting his moment. I was watching the Chael Salmon video today, and he's like, I can name at the top of my head 4 champions that Merab has beat, and that's Sugar Show, Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, and Henry Cejudo. Like the people that Merab has faced his last 10 fights, dominance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To where like I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be so soon. To where not too long ago people were saying Aljamain's was the greatest bantamweight of all time. Now it's Merab's the greatest bantamweight of all time. I mean him beating Umar, you know, an undefeated Dagestanian of Habib's prodigy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
shit, bro. Rob's up there. For real, he
Yeah,
really
I think
is.
so.
Um,
Do you think in between the rounds, like kind of like we saw the not in between the rounds, but during the rounds, do you think that we will see the same thing that we saw in the last fight, where at times would be just like a not like a mismatch, but kind of like this one thing of grappler versus striker? You think Merab will just hold him down, or do you think O'Malley will come up with something slick? I mean, like you mentioned before about Mighty Mouse's thing, like experience with O'Malley. I feel like O'Malley could fare his own now in this grappling exchange with Merab, considering his top pressure. Merab tends to let go at times. I feel like if O'Malley stays offensive, he'll be able to counter some way.
like he did get
But if he
caught up
stays
by
offensive,
Umar. He got rocked by
he did.
Umar at one point. And
Yeah.
Umar broke his hand in the first round of that fight. And that's another thing. Like O'Malley's last fight was Merab. Merab low-key went through a war with Umar. That was a scrappy ass fight. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely got banged up in that fight. Whether it's body wise, head wise, you know what I mean. You know, it's just this shit low key is just like UFC, like the game. Like you really do have like a longevity of how much your body can take a toll on itself, how much hits it can do, how many more shots can his knees take? Like, dude, like this dude's shooting like 30 times, 20 times a fight. Like, how is his knees not gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit like that though. So, moving on to the co-main fight. Wait. How do you think that was going between Peña and Harrison?
Kayla Harrison is such a scary gal, bro. She's a problem for everyone. She's a problem for everyone right now. I think Kayla Harrison versus anyone in the division, bro, is a problem.
Yeah. She's a big girl too. Like she has
Yeah.
she has to do so many different like tricks and techniques to make 35. She basically
I think Kayla Harrison got this.
uh I think
We're
it's
going with Peña?
low key because like Harrison's a really good grappling, but that's what Peña is too. Her jiu-jitsu, that's what her strong suit is her jiu-jitsu. And I feel like she could catch her with anything. I feel like even on the feet wise, I don't know. I feel like she has a little more experience, especially in these big stages.
Yeah. Yeah. Experience does come to play. Like, It should always come into play. Kayla Harrison is dominant. It's not wrong to pick Peña. Peña is formidable as fuck. Of course. I don't know. I'm feeling some sort of hunger with Kayla Harrison right now. I think she's got something to prove.
I mean, from Peña's standpoint, though, she beats an up and rising Olympic gold medalist like Kayla Harrison. Where does that put her legacy wise? Gotta put her up there. She beat Amanda.
She did. She did. I think Peña. I think Peña has always been in the conversation, but I feel like if she gets rid of Kayla's like grappling and she's able to shut that shit down, you definitely put her above like a few other people, a few other girls.
And I know,
shut that shit down.
I know Amanda was thinking about coming back, like especially if Kayla Harrison wins, because they've been chirping.
Oh yeah,
but they've all
I've
been
heard
chirping,
that too.
so she might even fight Peña too.
Fuck. It's an interesting like triangle between the three. So, back to the Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer.
Joe Pfizer,
Joe Pyfer.
give you that COVID.
Oh boy. Sink or swim
For Mr. Pyfer.
for Gastelum.
Gastelum, I mean, to be honest, I feel like he's just. I don't feel like there's honestly too much. At least there shouldn't be too much pressure. I feel like on Gastelum. I mean, I feel like most people would be counting him out. He is the vet going into this. I feel like it really more relies on like Pyfer, like being a young gun like he is. Should be able to take out a vet like this. Where is he at? Is he a true contender, or is he just another number on the roster? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, honestly, especially in that middleweight division, bro, that middleweight division is low key boring, bro. Like besides like the top low key like
Top 5.
Like yeah, top 5 respectfully. As I said, maybe top 10, but top 5 respectfully. Shit's like low key ass.
Yeah, middleweight isn't that promising when it comes to these contenders, but the top 5s definitely are entertaining as fuck. Like you got the bangers and the
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Bo Nichols is not out wrestling Hump Bitch in mind.
Nah, bro. Bo Nickel ain't fucking out wrestling.
He didn't even out wrestle Rene the Ritter.
The Diddler.
Rene the Diddler. Rene the Diddler Riddler.
Do you think Kelvin can turn it back the clock, or is he now a gatekeeper of that division?
Gatekeeper. Oh yeah, gatekeeper. Yeah, gatekeeper. I love Gastelum, I really do, but yeah, he just lost some of it.
Shit. What's his freaking
Like record?
Not even record, but how old is this nigga? Like 37, 38?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
no! 33!
Oh, he's 33.
Yo!
Yo, Gastelum, what are you doing? I
30.
thought he was older.
Damn, he's been in this shit for a minute. Damn, so he was like 25? 26 when he fought? Is he?
Oh. Damn.
He's like 26, 27 when he fought Izzy. Damn, okay.
Damn. Holy shit.
I mean, you look at his last fight, he did win against Daniel Rodriguez by decision. Lost to Sean Brady by submission, third round. He was supposed to fight Shavkat, never fought Shavkat. He beat Chris Curtis, which is actually pretty good. Then he was supposed to fight the pussy, but that got canceled. Dude, this, he's never really been finished, bro. By submissions, bro. Bro's never been finished. That's fucking crazy. Damn, actually, dead ass. Just his only losses are by submissions. Dude, I low-key might have to go with Gastelum for this fight.
Oh shit.
Dead ass, bro. I mean, is Pyfer gonna be the first man to knock him out? Dude, Tyron Woodley.
I don't know.
Tyron Woodley couldn't even knock him out. He's been in the UFC since 2013. Holy
fuck,
shit.
bro, that's a while. Damn.
Yo, so he was in the UFC when he was like...
I was like 18. 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, like around 20.
I'm bugging.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy, actually, stat. Bro's been pro in the UFC since 2013. Only lost by submissions, couple decisions. Never been put out. At the highest of levels, you've never been put out.
Crazy, yeah, it's pretty insane.
Crazy.
Kevin Gastelum, I feel like the way his body's built can honestly like take punishment. I don't think Joe Pyfer would be the one to put him out.
And he's Mexican.
Yeah, he's Mexican, and there is a genetic thing with Mexicans too. When it comes down to like their brain, it's easier for them to get over, heal their brains quicker from concussions and shit. That's why you always see some like Mexican dog fighters. They're legit just taking punishment, and for some reason seem fine in, like the next day. Probably in the food they eat, but
That's cool.
So Kevin Gastelum, maybe. Now I kind of have hope for him. Now I kind of feel bad for cheering on him.
Joe Pyfer's been in the UFC since 2022. He lost to Jack Hermanson. It was a 5-round fight. I'm trying to see some of the people he fought. Low key, like this is his biggest test for sure.
Joe Pyfer's?
Yeah. This is a tough fight for him. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, he's low-key doesn't even have that many fights. Bro's been in the UFC since 2022. Only has 1, 3, 5 fights. That's a decent amount, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really though. I got the same amount, and I've been because I had my first fight in 2020. Actually, 2023. I've had 5 though. Bro, I'm amateur. You should be more active, I feel like, when you're pro. Especially when you first enter the UFC. Like some Izzy shit. Like he had like 6 fights
Yeah.
one time in a year, like 6, 7 fights in a year.
That's insane. That's insane. That's pretty crazy. You don't see that no more.
Dude, that's what. Hey, Izzy was active, bro. I think Izzy had the fastest like reign to the title. Like one of the fastest.
He was just doing everything.
Yeah.
Not like Mo Nickel. He gets fast tracked.
And then put down.
By Rene the Diddler.
Moving on to Mario Bautista and Patchy mix.
I already had this.
Huh?
We know Patchy Mix got this.
I'm feeling so. Now that he's in that division, you know, I don't know like how many fights or clips you've seen of Patchy Mix, but like if you have taken away from him and like the wrestlers and grapplers in that division, is he one of the most underrated grapplers in the division right now?
Patchy Mix?
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much of Patchy Mix, but from what you're saying about his Bellator reign, and I mean, there's got to be something to it, right?
100%.
The fucking 10-time champ. I feel like he puts out Mario Bautista. I didn't know about this. Mario Bautista, like, he's pretty patient, pretty slow. I think Patchy Mix got him. He'll just catch him. Boinky. You think the same way, don't you?
I do. Yeah, even looking at like his last fights in Bellator, that he had. Damn, his last loss was in 2020, and it was by unanimous decision. And that was his only loss. He's been pro since 2016. He is 20-1.
Oh shit. Mario Bautista?
Patchy Mix.
Patchy Mix.
Patchy Mix.
Yeah, no. Ugh. Ooh. Damn. Talk about throwing to the wolves. Moving on to Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland. You think between the two of them, you think it'll be like a scrap, like a firefight, or you think it'll be like like a tick for tat, like chess match?
Chess match.
Chess match.
Yeah, you never really see Holland in firefights like that.
I haven't seen Vicente Luque in a firefight recently either. He's been fighting more patiently.
Low key, I feel like most of the fights I see of Vince, he's low key goes through a little storm a little bit. Like I remember one of the first fights I ever seen him was against Tyron Woodley, and then he fought forgot his nuts. The one dude with the beard and was like really good at jiu-jitsu. He won the Ultimate Fighter. I
Didn't he fight Kevin Holland too?
Yeah,
or no?
Yeah, he did.
Michael Chiesa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Michael Chiesa fighting Kevin Holland. That shit went by so fast. Michael Chiesa.
Dude, his jiu-jitsu is nasty. Michael Chiesas.
Mm-hmm.
But see that like Vincent Luque is so hit or miss. He really is.
Yeah.
He low-key was on a little skid, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was.
Like his last 1, 2, 3, 4 his last 5 fights, he's 3-2.
Yeah.
Got knocked out by Buckley, round 2.
Oh, man.
Got knocked out by Jeff Neal, round 3. Lost to Bilal by decision.
You ever heard of this question where, like, the dude asked Bilal, you think you can win a street fight by decision?
A street fight by decision? Oh, yeah. Someone asked him that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got tight.
He's like, nigga, you see me?
Bro, I have not. Damn, he fell off hard, bro.
Bilal?
Yeah. Remember the.
Who?
That was a good fight, though.
Yeah, it really was.
He's got some. Wait, what?
What's up?
Damn, Vincent Luque fought Bilal Muhammad 2 times.
He did?
Yeah, the first time was in 2016, and he knocked him out in the first round.
Oh.
That was on the fucking Conor McGregor Eddie Alvarez card, bro.
Vicente Luque knocks out
Bilal Muhammad.
Bilal?
Yeah.
No way.
Bilal.
No way.
Bilal. Smash, fight. Smash, fight.
Oh my.
I feel like Luque though brings that fire. Not gonna lie, I think he'll make it into a firefight. Because if he makes it a chest fight, then that's where I feel like Holland will win.
Yeah. Yeah. Vicente Luque works the best in those firefights, like in pockets.
That chaos.
Yeah, that chaos. Yeah.
Dude.
Sure.
Good question. Who needs that win more? Kevin Holland or Vincent Luque?
That's a really good question. Fuck, they both really need this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They both really need this. I feel like whoever gets done here gets cut low key. I mean, maybe not for Kevin Holland, but I think for Vicente Luque probably.
Yeah, type shit. I mean, might be one more.
One more for Holland.
Nah, for Luque. I mean, at the same time, I don't know. I feel like Dana's kind of slowed down on that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think now more for the management of the UFC is now done to Hunter. I feel like Dana now is just like the representative face.
Oh damn,
But
Kevin Holland lost to the Diddler too. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wow. I don't know what Bo Nickel was thinking taking that fight.
Damn, and he lost to Roman Doldice. He got
Delete?
Yeah, Delete. He got finished in the first round. That's at middleweight. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's this nigga doing? He goes welterweight, middleweight, welterweight. Like, you gotta pick a. 15 pounds is low key. It's not 10 pounds.
That's a lot.
Like,
Yeah.
which one are you, buddy? Jeremiah fight. Honestly, not gonna lie, I feel like Holland will be on the way out more than Luque.
You really?
Yeah, low key. Just because if he keeps up this talking shit and doesn't fucking win, bro, like it's not.
Ah,
Like,
right.
how much longer can you really just talk and have it be entertaining in a fight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Genuinely,
Yeah.
it's kind of getting overplayed. I feel.
Yeah, for sure. It's been overplayed a little bit, I feel. But yeah, Holland's just been floating. He's starting to remind me a little bit of Tony Ferguson. A little bit. Like not really knowing what the hell to do.
Like his last,
In a,
like
in a weird way.
I agree with that with the Tony Ferguson shit, low key. Maybe not as the
Really?
craziest slumped, but like, shit was 23rd July 20th. Damn,
He's just like losing himself a little bit on that skid.
he fought JDM.
Oh, what?
He lost by decision though.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's something, I guess.
But his last, let's see, last 1, 2, 3, 4 fights, 5 fights. He's 3-2. Yeah,
3-2?
3-2.
Damn.
They're in the same bout. Both last fights 3-2. 2-3.
2-3, yeah.
2-3. But yeah, this is it. This is a good matchup, honestly. Low-key.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Definitely who wants to stay in the company matchup.
I feel like Kevin Holland, where the welterweight division is now and how stacked that shit is, he should be middleweight, bro. The
Yeah,
welterweight
yeah.
division is way too stacked, bro. It's the stacked division. I swear. Like that shit's actually like dangerously stacked.
Yeah.
I would not want to be a welterweight, bro, because like fuck.
Right.
Low key, everyone you fight in that top 10 could be a fucking champion. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
It's
That's
crazy
how it feels.
is.
That's how it feels.
Now that Easlam's in that shit too, bro, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
That shit's stacked. Like it's so stacked. It's like who do you even like? It's like they need to make up another belt for that because like so many people need to get to the belt, but like there's a line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like low key, the BMF belt should be in that division.
Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of good ass fucking fighters and a lot of matchups too. A lot of good matchups. So many good matchups in welterweight. You can legit spend all day like with matchups, which is so good. So good for the sport.
Bro, low key, you could give Ian Gator a bad BMF belt.
Yeah.
As much as he be taking fights on like short notices and shit, and against dogs. You know?
Being a dogs. Moving on though. Who do you think is gonna get the I was gonna say who's your biggest like highlight in the whole card? What's your highlight pick of the card?
Like, of a fighter of a fight.
Of the whole card.
Like,
A fight.
A fight. What I think would be the biggest highlight?
Yeah.
Shit. Dude, to be honest with you, there's a couple fights I have in mind that I feel like are gonna be fight of the nights. Type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For one, Gastelum Pyfer, I feel like could be a fight of the night.
Mm.
If Luque really brings the dog out to Holland and makes him scrap, that could be a fight of the night.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know so much. Actually, the co-main, the women fight could be a main event, fight at night too. The Peña and
Yeah.
Harrison. I don't know about the Merab O'Malley fight just because I feel like this fight's either gonna go one fighter's way and one fighter's way only.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be like a back and forth fight. I'm feeling one fighter's gonna take the edge and run away with it.
Hmm.
That's what I'm feeling. I don't know about you.
No, I can see that too, for sure.
I feel like
I definitely could see that.
I feel like either Merab's gonna do what he just did, or O'Malley's just gonna find that chin.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or he's just gonna outpoint him and be slick with him. You know, not let him touch him.
Yeah. I can see this also kind of going for like, just a high scrambling match. I don't know why. I kind of feel it like there could be just like a sequence happens out of nowhere, and then it kind of just feels like one is fighting for control the whole time.
Especially beating Merab, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be that's destined. That nigga shoots like 30 times a fight.
Yeah. OD. But who do you think is going to get the finish on the card or on the main card?
I believe. Alright, so this is picks from top to bottom. From bottom to top on the main card. I have, to be honest with you, as much as I low-key hate to say it, I low-key got Luque beating Kevin Holland. Because Luque brings the fights out. And I feel like Kevin don't really like being in those fights like times. Mario Bautista versus Patchy mix. I got Patchy mix by submission. And then Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. 3-round fight. I'm gonna have Kelvin Gastelum in decision. By decision. And then for the co-main, we have Julianna Peña versus Kayla Harrison. I'm gonna have to go with Julianna Peña. And then for the last one, the main event of the night, Merab versus O'Malley, the rematch. Something is in the air. Something is in the air. And I believe it is the Sugar Show.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's your pick for this one?
I'm going to have some real shit. O'Malley finna clip him. He's finna find that chin. He's got 5 rounds to do it, and he's gonna do it. 25 minutes to find that chin. He's gonna find it.
For my picks, I share that same sentiment with O'Malley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already. That's my lock too. He's finding that chin. He's finding that chin. It's somehow, some way. Yeah, something's in the fucking air, bro. But Vicente Luque versus Holland, I got Vicente Luque as well. I would say either by my knockout or submission.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that fight's gonna end in a finish. Either way.
Oh yeah, yeah. That war's just gonna come out of Holland, I feel. Yeah. Bautista versus Mix. I had Patchy Mix. Submission as well. He just fucking looks dangerous. Look at him. He fucking looks dangerous as fuck. He does not. He looks like that. If you just took something from him, bro, he's killing your lineage. Not just you.
Took his candy.
You took his candy, and then he's like, you just killed your whole family for it. He has that look in his eye. I'm going with Patchy make submission. Joe Pyfer versus Gastelum. Gastelum being his biggest test right now, I guess. From what it seems, at least on paper. I would say Gastelum. Gastelum by decision as well. However, we differ here on Kayla Harrison versus Peña. But I will go with Kayla Harrison by submission.
Really? Submission?
Those are my picks. Yes.
Respect. Shit. We're going to have to find out Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
Well, whether you're team ground and pound or sniper striking, your way through picks, UFC 316's got something for everybody. And that's facts. These fights could shift divisions, break careers, or make new stars overnight.
However, your predictions go. The real win is in showing up and throwing down. Just like life. We hope that this episode got you hyped up, got you thinking, or at least disagreeing with us in the comments, which we do got to turn on the comments.
Facts. Gotta find a way to do that.
We do got to do that.
Thanks for tuning in to the Rounds of Life podcast. Hit subscribe, drop a review, comment.
Comment. Yes, this time you could.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more fight talk. And we will catch you in the next round. Peace.